Hello and welcome. Today I'm gonna tie this little Gammarus that you see the picture of now. For this fly, who is very good for sea trout. It's good for freshwater trout up in the mountains, and well, it fishes good everywhere. I'm gonna tell you a little about the materials used in this fly. First, I'm gonna start with the hook. I use this kind of hook, egg caddis, heavy, size 8 from Partridge, and I'm gonna use this kind of shellback nymph skin from Virtual Nymph. Looks like this. It's like a tan color. And I'm gonna use a dubbing brush that I made. If I can find it, here it is. I don't need so much. This is a dubbing brush that's been made of fox fur and underfur and some flash. Well, and for the rib, I'm gonna use this 0.2mm copper wire. Well, I start with putting the hook in my vise. The vise is Dynaking indexer, and attach it like that, and use my thread. This is a brownish colored thread, round thread. That's what I got just now. And I take my nymph skin and I snip a little point on it like that, and attach it to the side of the hook and manipulate it so it stays on top. And then I take my rib. This is a fairly fast fly to tie this, and attach it going down and attach it to the underside of the hook like that. And now I take my dubbing brush, attach it, use the thin part, attach it securely so it stays there, go front to the hook eye with my hook, and I just wind it around the hook. And the Gammarus is always thicker at the middle, so I take some more. Just have to put this out of the way. So take some more wrappings with the dubbing brush on the middle before I continue forward to the hook eye. Could have used some my fingers in the way, so I just use some hackle plier. Okay, advance at front like that, so you can snip it off with the pliers cutter. So, and try to avoid that things unravel on you. Okay, now I take this shellback and stretch it across the body and attach it like that. Just have to make a little base. Why, I'm gonna tell you afterwards. Just snip off this so I don't have to. Now I take a little half hitch just to secure it, that it won't loosen on me. And now I take the copper wire and one wrap around the hook and use it to press down to make a segmentation like that. Try to make it even as possible. And now I take this and helicopter it. You can do that with the copper wire. You get a fine way to end the fly like that. Snip it off and some wrappings. And now you take the shell back and take it backwards like this, and you can stretch it a little. My scissor is getting dull, but blunt or dull or what it. Now I take my whip finisher and make a whip finish on this fly. Okay, like that. Put my bobbin aside, and now I take my dubbing brush, and this is a stonefold brush. I want to brush out the fibers. See now, that will imitate the legs on this fly. You can also use have a more, well, let's see if I can find it. I can use this for now. I had one more. This can I use? This is a dubbing needle from Stonefold. That's very nice to pick out some fibers. There was too little space for the brush today, so I'm gonna use this dubbing needle from Stonefold to pick out some legs on this fly. Try again. It's very effective, this. Well, now I'm satisfied with this, and you can just reinforce this little fly. Take some lacquer, varnish, and varnish over shell back. Just like this, and make it dry, and the fly is complete. Well, I want to tell you a little about the dubbing brushes. Here's a bunch of it I made yesterday. You have, this is made of dubbing brush. I made this dubbing brush on this little tool here. It's called the twister. Well, just have to make it in focus. I made a video on this. It's gonna be published about a week, I think. Very nice. Here we have materials for lot of flies. It's very easy to make, and it speeds up your tying. Well, that's all I had for you today, and I welcome you back to see my next videos, and subscribe if you want. Comment on this video. Tips and tricks, flies do you want me to tie for you. So I will do the best I can, and take care and bye bye, and have a straight nice day and tight lines. Bye bye.